Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the final game here in the main hall, the Max Schmeling Halle in Berlin. Match number 23. With 24 matches overall here today, as Belgium and Iran will be taking to the second hall in about 20 minutes from now. But here, our main focus, Austria against South Africa. Austria, who quite handsomely beat Belgium earlier on today. Michael Krupa scoring 4 times. South Africa were put to the sword by Russia early on, who lost by 5 goals to 0. Austria, potential favourites. It's the first opportunity in this hall that we get to see them, and they could really push Germany all the way. Michael Krupa once again. He is the one to look out for. He is the goal scorer. And Patrick Stansel, mainly the creator. They are blessed with some of the finest players in the indoor game, and there is Krupa. And South Africa could be on for a long 40 minutes here. Austria, European winners of the recent Euro Hockey Championships, and they beat They were involved in a thriller with Belgium. When you look back also at how well that they have done in recent times in the Indoor World Cup, back in Leipzig in 2015, they were narrowly beaten by the Netherlands. All set and ready to go. South Africa get us underway. So Austria, who blitzed Belgium earlier on, hoping to do the same here against South Africa in the final game of the day here in the main hall. And good to see plenty have still stayed behind after we've just seen Germany win again. Come Austria, flying forward. Taking it on himself is Benjamin Stansel. Austria did earn their second crown at the European Championships back last month in Antwerp on Belgian soil. Thrilling encounter where it finished 4-4 with Belgium, and they were to prevail 2-1 on penalties. And they could just be the closest to Germany come the knockout rounds, come the latter stages going into the weekend. This is Hassan. Xavier Hassan, the skipper. Changing goalkeeper from the previous outing against Russia for South Africa, with Richard Curtis being given the opportunity. Chance to turn and strike, and Curtis with a firm left palm. And got some pretty decent clearance with the save. Soon. Stansel playing it down the line. Patrick Schmidt unable to make anything more of the opportunity. The bright figure of Ryan Julius has just come on. He's a sprightly character for South Africa. Fair weather. Julius couldn't gather it. Stansel takes it on, looking to shoot, and scores! Benjamin Stansel. It's not taken Austria long at all to get themselves into the lead. It's just gone 10-10 here in Berlin. It's been a long day, but it's been one full of top-class entertainment from the very best in indoor hockey. It's a lovely turn, and the shot is just wide from Wade Patton. He was losing his balance as well, but credit to him. Here's Uya for Austria. It's a warning sign with that turn from Patton to create the space to the opening. South Africa do have a threat in them. Russia were keeping them to nil earlier on today. There is Hassan. Quick, clever turn from Dominic Uya. Hassan wanting to get it back, and he does here. Finds the cross. Can't find anybody else in a red and white shirt, and scrambled away by South Africa. Led by their captain, Matthew Fairweather. Tight to the touchline, but can't find anybody. As Julius brings it clear, it's as though he was just crowded out. Forward quickly. Strayer. Nowhere to go, really. Taken over very quickly, though, by Patrick Stansel. Benjamin Stansel and Cooper just making their move. Need to be reintroduced again. Austria with the first goal in this one. Penalty corner. It's the use of the arm. Illegal use of the arm, right under the nose of the umpire. Clear and comfortable decision to be made by the umpire on that occasion. Chance to extend the lead to 2, and that's a smart save from Richard Curtis. But another penalty corner. It's this giant figure flying through the skies there, Curtis, to make the stop. Could be to no avail here. Another penalty corner, which is to be taken by Fabian Ntikirka. They hold firm again, South Africa. Stansel! Just clipped towards goal by Ntikirka. There for South Africa, and Jared Jones, the blonde locks of Jared Jones that has made their way on. Oh, the inside of the post and away again from Eustace. Jethro Eustace coming incredibly close. Commonwealth Games on the horizon. Hoping to be involved along with the likes of Wade Patton and Ryan Julius for South Africa. The tremendous location of the Gold Coast. And Melbourne this year. Jared Jones. The turn, is this to be an end product? No. Jared Jones for South Africa. Strength being shown here. Kept in play just about, and then towards goal and in. Jethro Eustace from range. And in the end, just unable to be kept out by Maciej Spicek. Leaping over him, and in it goes, and South Africa level things up here. I said they had a goal threat in them, in particular with Jethro Eustace and Wade Patton. The first goal for South Africa at this year's event. Kerper has got plenty of goals in that win against Belgium. 4 of the 7 goals he did actually score in that 7-2 win against Belgium earlier on today. They have pedigree, Austria. They have shown their quality in their previous matchup today against a very tricky Belgian side. Eitenberger, the only one in the centre really in red. Kerper to go for goal himself, and has another go himself. He's that type of player. Just direct. And he had one thing in his mind there, Kerper. Julius. Eitenberger, it's a good save, and it was a rather scuffed effort. Penalty corner it will be for Austria, possibly should be more for Austria. It was Patrick Schmidt who made a real mess of this. I just didn't catch it at all. And the melee followed. Penalty corner, it is for Austria. 1-1 inside the final 10 minutes of this first half. Penalty corner taken. Being high, they'll get another one. It was a decent block in the end by Razor Rosenberg. Taken from the opposite side on this occasion for Austria. Blocked by Rosenberg, still alive to this from a tight angle. It doesn't come to anything. Cheve Hassan. angle was a cue. Well, there have been goals scored from even tighter angles. Stancel. Hassan. Oh, taken on nicely from Stancel. Cooper just couldn't find the right connection. Still all square here between Austria and South Africa. And that's just come off an Austrian foot, so South Africa can take it upon themselves to try and threaten. Schmidt. Control from Hassan. Still Hassan. Fairweather with the restart. Patton. Fairweather. Can't use the boards the way that he would have liked. Alexander Bella. I really think that the opportunity was on there from such a tight angle. Fairweather for South Africa. This is Abrahams. Back for his captain. Jared Jones making the move this near side and getting it here. Too well blocked in the centre, so back for Fairweather he goes. Further progress to be made by South Africa. Down at the other end, this is Bella. No decision coming away, well, late-ish, but then going against Austria. Stryer thought it should have been his. Ura. Time on his hands. Stancel. Goal for Austria. And Benjamin Stancel has his and his team's second of the night in this one. Once again, he was all his own work. Lovely turn. And then, like a flash, it is beyond Curtis. Cooper is now back on. He was the target man in the centre there, wasn't found. You're back for Stancel. South Africa have only fashioned one meaningful opportunity so far. It's been pretty straightforward. And one meaningful opportunity leading to a goal. One of the players been in this sort of area. Cooper so dangerous on the turn. Try and catch the goalkeeper out. It was Eidenberger on that occasion. Jared Jones. Julius. Restart now will be with Robin Jones. Just forcing the issue a little, South Africa. Inside the final 2 minutes now, and still at only 2-1. Still plenty in this. Rosenberg takes to the court in place of Abrahams. Jones, and again, the only option, Rosenberg, really. He's done well to keep hold of it. Eustace can't get it back, Jethro Eustace. Eustace taking it on here. Seconds running down now into the final 60 seconds. Meitenberger was the target, wasn't found. This is Uya. Cooper. Nice turn from him. Penalty corner for Austria. They all looked to the umpire. Which way was it going to go? Last play of the first half as the half-time hooter goes. Will it end in a goal for Austria? We will wait and see. Here he comes. It's a fine block on the line. 2 blocks on the line. What is the call from the umpires in close discussion here as to whether it could just be a full-on penalty stroke? And it is to be that. Is there a clear goal denied? Is the call from the umpire. Been left to Cooper here to try and get on the mark in this one, having scored 4 earlier. Right on half-time. That's a really good save. Really good block from Richard Curtis. And it just keeps South Africa in the match. Half-time we're at here. Austria with a slight advantage, leading 2-1. That's a wonderful stop from Richard Curtis, and just look what it means to him and to his teammates. Not over this one yet, but Austria lead by 2-1 at half-time.
Das sind die Situationen bei den Herren wohlgemerkt. In der Gruppe A führt Deutschland mit 6 Punkten und einer mehr oder weniger makellosen Bilanz von 22:1 Toren vor den Tschechen, die auch zweimal gewonnen haben, die Polen bislang mit einem Erfolg und einer Niederlage, zusammen mit Australien jeweils mit 3 Punkten und bislang noch ohne Punktgewinn sind die Teams aus Trinidad, Tobago und Kasachstan. Kommen wir zur Gruppe B.
Gruppe B, spannende Situation, weil wir natürlich da noch nicht das Endergebnis für den heutigen Tag haben. Nichtsdestotrotz momentan die Österreicher, rechnen wir das mal mit rein, sind hier vorne. Wenn sie hier vorne bleiben, hätten sie ihre 6 Punkte. Sie sehen das. Iran ebenfalls noch unterwegs. Die spielen in der Halle 2. Russland mit einem Sieg und einer Niederlage. Die Schweiz ebenso. Belgien Südafrika jeweils erst mit einer Partie. Also hier sind die Partien noch nicht beendet. Gucken auf die Damen, was haben wir da? Heute erlebt, erster Tag, Zwischenstand, hier sind die Ladies, Pool A, Hadi.
Tja, da sind auch alle Spiele ja schon abgeschlossen. Das ist also wirklich die komplette Tabelle in beiden Gruppen nach diesem ersten Tag. In der Gruppe A, ja, die Titelverteidiger aus den Niederlanden souverän gestartet in dieses Turnier, genauso wie Weißrussland. Dann mit einem Sieg oder einem Unentschieden, das ist Polen auf dem dritten Rang mit 4 Punkten, auch auf Kurs. Viertelfinale, nochmal zur Erinnerung, von den 6 Mannschaften in jeder Gruppe qualifizieren sich ja die ersten 4 für die Viertelfinals dann am Freitag. Die USA mit einem Unentschieden und die Schweiz und Kasachstan, ja, mit einem kleinen Fehlstart. Aber auch da ist in der Theorie noch einiges möglich, nur morgen müssen dann die ersten Punkte kommen. In der Gruppe B, Deutschland als Tabellenführer, ebenfalls mit einem wunderbaren ersten Tag aus Sicht der heimischen Fans. Die Ukraine auch mit 2 Siegen gestartet und jeweils mit einem Erfolg und einer Niederlage. Tschechien und Australien noch gut im Rennen. Für Russland und Namibia wird es dann schon deutlich schwerer.
Morgen wird es dann schwerer, morgen wieder ein voller Tag. Vielleicht schon mal der Ausblick, 9 Uhr geht's los. Russland gegen Tschechien, die USA werden spielen bei den Ladies gegen Kasachstan. Dann die deutschen Auftritte, 11:20 Uhr die Ladies gegen die Ukraine hier in der Halle und um 12:30 Uhr die Herren dann gegen Tschechien. Das ist der erste Auftritt der Deutschen, also am späten Vormittag und abends 18:20 Uhr die Damen gegen Tschechien und die Herren gegen Polen. Das ist aus deutscher Sicht sicherlich morgen auch ein sehr, sehr spannender Tag, wobei man sagen muss, der Auftakt in diese Weltmeisterschaft, Dani, ich denke, du hast es heute Abend bei den Kollegen von Sport 1 auch entsprechend gesagt, besser hätte er nicht laufen können, dieser Auftakttag.
Ja, der Bundestrainer sprach von einem Traumstart, aber man merkt bei allen, dass das nur der Anfang sein soll. Also anders als im Fußball, wo man ja immer sagt, so von Spiel zu Spiel denkt, hier wird nur in Titelkategorien oder zumindest in Finalkategorien gedacht. Die Deutschen rennen tatsächlich auf einen Heimsieg bei dieser Weltmeisterschaft. Morgen also, wer nicht hier in der Halle sein kann, wer möchte übrigens, der kann auch Karten erwerben. Wir haben noch für morgen einige Tickets im Angebot, aber der kann auch im Livestream bei Sport 1 am Vormittag und auf Sport 1 Plus mit dabei sein. Und abends dann gibt es ganz normal im Fernsehen ab 18 Uhr 2,5 Stunden Live-Hockey von dieser Weltmeisterschaft. Ihnen allen schon mal viel Spaß bei diesem letzten Spiel am heutigen Tage und der letzten Halbzeit.
Wobei man sagen muss, wenn wir hier fertig sind, geht es ruhig nochmal in die Halle B, denn da wird noch gespielt. Letzter Anpfiff war noch erst vor 10 Minuten mit Belgien gegen den Iran. Insofern haben wir da noch eine spannende Situation. Hier geht es jetzt los mit den 22 Minuten zwischen Südafrika und Österreich. Die Herren in Grün-Gelb gegen die Herren in Rot-Weiß. Österreich ist vorne, 2-1.
So the final 20 minutes of the day upon us here in the main hall. And Austria had the chance to extend the lead further at the very end of that first half. Cooper denied well by Curtis in goal for South Africa from the penalty spot. So still a game on here between these two, although it has been largely dominated by Austria, as you would expect. Sent forward, but out of the reach of Cooper. South Africa earlier today lost 5-0 to Russia. Austria beat Belgium 7-2. The current Euro hockey champions. Meanwhile, in Pool B, in Hall 2, Belgium and Iran are 1-1 at the moment, and 12 minutes or so into that one. That is the final game to be played here today. It's Robin Jones, Jared Jones, touched on by Jared Jones. It's to go backwards rather than forwards. Lichtenberger. Here's again. Cross goal, but good defensive positioning. Here's Jones. Back for Patton. Austria looking menacing here. What a goal. And Köppe gets his goal. Overall, the build-up play was magnificent. I just needed to apply a finish that Michael Köppe is so deadly at doing. 5 goals for him overall today. Flick from Jared Jones, and it will be a green card, so he will sit it out for the next minute. Into Kaka for Austria. We'll see when big names are in action. We've seen today is once they've been able to develop a lead of a couple of goals or so, then they start to fly in then. And this is another example, it seems, here. Austria. And a 4th goal for them. A bit of luck the way that it came about for Florian Streyer. That's 4 now for Austria. South Africa have been put to the sword here, it seems. We've seen it with the likes of Germany. We've seen it in the women's game with Germany and the Netherlands. When they've got sort of a 2-goal lead, it inspires them to go for more and more. Mayer. Jones. Mayer again. Taken upon now by Schmidt. Patton under a little bit of pressure here. Penalty corner. So Florian Streyer will take it. That was hit by Schmidt. Is it the cleanest of strikes? Stansel. Lots more. See movement going up ahead of him, but it's a little too much to try and find his captain. It's action for Hassan as he makes his way off. Also cool under pressure, Austria defensively. Face Iran just short of 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in their first game. And just short of 9 o'clock in the evening, Austria will be in action again when they will take on the Russians. Should be a very lively contest. Lovely turn! It's a super finish from Körper. What he is all about, and it is deadly from Austria. Well on the way to a second victory, and a handsome one also.
Austria 5-1 against South Africa. Und der Torschütze ist
Right on the reverse. And Körper showing why he is one of the deadliest finishers here at this World Cup. That's his second in this one. South Africa will face Switzerland at the early afternoon tomorrow. Well, then facing Iran later on around 7:45, scheduled for. South Africa, both those games actually in the second hall, so they won't be featuring here on the main hall.
Second day at this Indoor Hockey World Championship tomorrow. We will start at 9 a.m.
Stenzel.
Some tickets.
You're looking to turn and make something, but fair weather in the way with a fair challenge. On the tightest of angles, squeezing it in. And that's 6 for Austria. Wins it back well here from Fairweather. And that is a lovely, lovely finish. Chases on for Bella here. Stenzel. It's a good block. South Africa come forward with Abrahams. No way through in the end as Weather will restart on halfway. Where the ball went out over the byline. Side of things, we've got Germany up against Czech Republic tomorrow on 12:30 it starts. We mentioned how Belgium and Russia will be meeting here in the main court, but Iran, Austria should be a fascinating contest also. For entering into the evening, Poland facing Germany, Switzerland against Belgium. Just something to look out for in terms of the men's game. Another 24 matches overall would be played. That's a lovely quick skills from Schmidt. Bella can't get beyond Fairweather, who loses out himself, but it's struck the foot of Bella. Dumleo. Penalty corner it will be for South Africa. Some huge cries and appeals from the South Africans, but also from the Austrian bench. This could have gone either way. Abrahams with the penalty corner. Julius on the edge as well, with that sweatband around his head. For Fairweather instead. Good smart save, and he's managed to squeeze it in. Matthew Fairweather makes his way off for a breather. One bite of the cherry here. Very good save, but he just found enough of a gap to find the far corner. Balance of things, I don't think it might be enough for South Africa. As this is Kerper now. Austria have been too good today.
Number 2, Matthew Fairweather.
Well, not if they were to get another goal, though. You never know with what, approaching 6 minutes to go. You feel as though Austria have just got too much. It wouldn't surprise you if they were to go on and score themselves, just to really settle it. Take their time with their approach. Schmidt, a little isolated. Eitenberger. And once more. Eitenberger to Kerper. It's a little too physical on Kerper, it seems. Eitenberger. Stansel. With the restart. Eitenberger. So a way through himself. Well, it's a physical game, all right. He was well and truly sent tumbling to the deck on that occasion. Schmidt. Stansel. Schmidt again. Kerper. Have to bring it back. Slight deflection off the foot. With the restart. Eitenberger, lovely turn from him. There was a bit of a coming together. The referee, the umpire should say, spotted that well just to calm down the situation. Kerper was sending his man flying. Austria set the bar pretty high with their impressive victory over Belgium earlier today. And their first win under their belt. But Germany have just looked so impressive from their 2 matches. Austria have enough in them to really threaten the Germans over these 4 days worth of action. Attenberger takes it well. That reverse pass. It's a nice idea. Jones under pressure from Kerper. From a decent angle, goalkeeper spreading himself well. And South Africa staring down the barrel of another defeat, a heavy defeat as well. Kerper. Well, that 4-goal lead with under 2.5 minutes to go. Doesn't look as though it's going to be threatened by South Africa. Well won back. As well won back by Dominic Ur. But don't forget the top 4 go through. The 2 groups, Pool A and Pool B. Germany, who've really dominated the Indoor World Cup in both the men's and the women's, looking absolutely brilliant. And there, 4 games between them respectively. Looking like Austria is going to bring an end to proceedings here in the main hall to a close with a win. Penalty corner. Stanzel is furious with himself. And even leading by 6 goals to 2, it still matters. So penalty corner time for South Africa, the chance to have a final flourish. Robin Jones with it, and they do score. Mohamed Meyer with something to cheer and shout about for South Africa.
Goal for South Africa. The third goal of this evening, Coach for the
And that's their 3rd of the night. And maybe more in the final few seconds here, final 10 seconds. But out it goes, and that should be that. For Austria, it is another success, bringing a close to the action here in the main hall today. And they've just been too good for South Africa in the end, who had the final say with that goal right at the death. But for Austria, they are looking good, they are looking mean. And is it to be their year where they will push Germany all the way? Success over Belgium earlier, and now success over South Africa here, fairly convincingly in the end. It's another victory for them, 2 out of 2 today. They've won by 6 goals to 3. That is all from our coverage here in the main hall today. I do hope that you have been entertained fully, and that we will see you again from 9 o'clock local time here in Berlin tomorrow. But from us all here, it's good night.